Okay, we're at historic Thomas Square, where there was a raid, tagging raid yesterday. And this is the seizure raid. I'll put this pepper plant in the foreground. This is Terry's plant that is actually grown here, germinated here, and has survived many seizure attempts.
Wow, look at that.
You can see the management crew in here. In this car in the foreground, that would be Trish. And in the background, good shot here.
I gotta stand by my bike before they take that. Yeah. Save your stuff. I think they're gonna try to take a lot of stuff today.
Now let me back around here. You can see the tents. Sorry, I'm kind of shaky. I'm trying to grab another camera here. Now you can see those red tents, and the significance of those red tents is that what they tagged yesterday were blue tents. Now the mayor, there's a mayoral contest. The first vote goes up August 11th. Mayor Carlisle, the incumbent, is lagging in the polls. I'm suspecting that they may illegally seize tents today. Now they can't legally take tents because they haven't been stored long enough.
They were supposed to be on my shirt. I didn't see my mom. Bulldozer. What the hell? Are they taking everything?
They have. Yeah, I think so. I told you. This is a Carlisle attempt. They can't legally take the tent. They cannot legally take the tent.
So what's with the bulldozers and the trucks? With the more trucks and then the trucks
wow.
and half a truck.
So there's a lot of force out here, armed force. Woo. So we're expecting.
I think they're making a reason. Yeah.
This is a park full of.
All this over a bunch of people exercising First Amendment rights.
Exactly.
Wow. Not going to be on the goal. Wow. County vehicles, bulldozers, 3 dump trucks.
This is pretty serious. They got.
And then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pop take the engine cars.
Now there are several live streams here. There's one, the Pineapple Glitch. It's probably a little clearer because it's using a. I'm gonna get up. I was thinking of getting in a tent to get that view for you guys, but what I want to do really is capture it from the first red tent so you get an idea of where we are and that sort of thing. So as you can see, we're at the red tent area. I'm taking stills too in case you're wondering what I'm doing. So this is what it looks like if you're at the... Say again, I'm sorry?
We're going to ask you to just stand over there for now, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, now in the past they haven't done a lot of the taping off. They did start. They did start using this red tape. There's it's Kenneth Shimizu, I believe. Kenneth Shimizu is the deputy director of DFM, since Wes Chun, I think, is not available. I want to make sure there's coverage. Where's Nova? They're gonna tape us off. I'll get on the other side from where you are, so we'll get them in a scissors.
Okay.
If you're gonna be on this side, I'll get on the other side.
That's how we spend our tax dollars. What's the light?
Nova is the Pineapple Glitch on Ustream, and you can it's Trish Morikawa. Trish Morikawa is coordinator of the Office of Housing, which in 1984 speak is the office that is empowered to take the possessions of houseless people. Say again? I'm gonna go on this side. I'm catching this side. As you can see, they're taping off the area. The reason why I think is that they're going to attempt an illegal seizure. So this is a very broad area being taped off. There are about, present at the moment, about a dozen occupiers. You can see they're making a really large zone in order to exclude people. Now, I'm also one of the founders of the Stanigawa Industrial Complex, and I'd like to point out that as far as I know, I've taken all the Stanigawas off-site, and they are now safely at my place, and they'll come back, of course. Part of the meta-narrative of Stanigawa is their provenance and connection here. This is going to be an interesting still shot because it seems as though the police are protecting a plant sale. Now, certain First Amendment rights are not tolerated here, and some are. If we put if Deoccupy puts a political banner up, say something that says "Hold the banks accountable," then that gets taken down. On the other hand, if something says "Plant sale," those banners can stay up. We've had a number of banners taken, really beautiful ones, both made here and donated to us. One said, "We've got the banners, they've got the guns, just who are the violent ones?" Beautiful banner, classic. I got to mount a photo of that. and of course that was taken. If you've just joined us, we're at historic Thomas Square. Yesterday was a tagging raid. I think it's a cumulative raid number 30-something. $34, $33 yesterday, so this would probably be around 34. I have a chronology that really has to be updated all the time. There was a tagging raid yesterday. The previous few days there was one at 1:30 a.m. where they destroyed the art installation that was here, including a sign that said that read E Mao Ke O Ka Aina I Ka Pono, derived from Ua Mao Ke O Ka Aina I Ka Pono. The words that were first uttered here at Thomas Square on July 31st, 1843, during the restoration, La Hoi Hoi, of sovereignty, Ea. After the British had tried seizing control. I've got someone behind me here taking pictures. I'm going to get out of the way. Here's a nice shot. In the screen you see the main people doing the tagging and photography are that's Ken Shimizu, who is the Deputy Director of Department of Facilities Maintenance. My understanding is that the director who usually comes, West Chun, is off island or unavailable. I'm on this side. And as you can see, there are a number of other occupiers taped off on the other side. There's another live streamer on that side, Nova, whose live stream is ustream.tv/channel/The Pineapple Glitch. He's the Pineapple Glitch on Ustream. You can watch both streams at the same time. I'm going off cell data. He should be going off a hotspot. His quality might be a little better. On the other hand, I have a pretty good vantage point here. I've got someone behind me, I think. I don't know if in an official capacity or not. But we're in total transparency. We believe in showing what's up. This is day 276. Now, what bothers me, of course, is this. While this is going on, we got a whole bunch of heavy equipment in the park. So this is just, I'm not too sure what's going on. They're obviously going to try and do some kind of thing. They have a camera. Let me see if I can find the actual camera. I'm going to break away for this second. They have a camera trained on the camp 24/7. It's officially a traffic cam. But as you can, I don't know if you can see it, but that is never pointed at the traffic. That is always pointed directly at the camp. Now they came yesterday, they tagged all the blue tents. The law, which is Ordinance 11-029, which was called Bill 54, requires that the property be tagged, and then when they return 24 hours later it's subject to seizure. These tents were in private property 24 hours ago. 24 hours ago there was a series of blue tents. Now, as I was saying, there's a mayoral election coming up, so there's some pressure on these guys to do something. They've been a bit embarrassed, I think, because even though Mayor Carlisle speaks like a law and order guy and he's a former prosecutor, he's been unable to keep this corner free for even one night during the past 276 days. This, of course, is a political encampment. It's not a houseless encampment. It's protesting the influence of money, of banks and corporations on the government, on governmental process. Last week was a very historic event here, which was a commemoration of Laho'iho'i'ea by a coalition, a group of Native Hawaiian sovereignty people. Kanaka Maoli is Native Hawaiian in Hawaiian. And it was historic because there was a kind of a meeting of minds, a collaboration between this group and Laho'iho'i'ea. It's a very vital and powerful you can see that this taping scheme, this crime taping scheme, is designed to thwart any interaction with the police, and also to make sure that the forces are divided as we are now. I volunteered to come on this side. You can see most of the other group squeezed into the corner. I'm taking pictures as I talk, so I'm a little incoherent sometimes. And I'm facing the park now, behind the encampment. I don't think you can see it on the Ustream, but there are a vast number of heavy equipment. They're taking long at this. I'm pretty sure they're preparing to take the property. We have, there are 5 police cars right there. We have, in terms of police, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 uniformed police. There was a Aloha police officer.
There's something massively there going on, but just a few cents on the sidewalk. Actually, millions of people throughout the world.
On the bullhorn on that side is Jake Grusin of the Occupy Honolulu. Talented veteran of the bullhorn here. If you just joined us, we're at the corner of Ward and Beretania, De-Occupy Honolulu, where there is a follow-up to yesterday's tagging raid, what we would call a seizure raid. They're taking their time in order to I'm going to come down here. There might be some shake. There we go. I'm trying to get a good look at what they're doing. Of course, they do this so that we can't really get a good look at what they're doing. They're walking toward the other end. Now, the other end of the block, on the Victoria side, is what we call South Occupy, and is at an actual houseless encampment. Okay, now I see, I don't know if you can see, but there are now tags on the tents, which to me seems to show that, okay, I'm wrong, that they're not going to attempt seizure of the property, but are tagging it for potential seizure tomorrow. If that's the case, why did they bring heavy equipment? And why did they bring heavy equipment if their spy cam would show that the tents had been swapped out and not subject to seizure? While we're here, I should point out across the street, this is a very historic area. Across the street, nice big building, is Honolulu Academy of Arts, actually now called the Honolulu Museum of Arts. It was formerly the estate of Anna Rice Cook, who was part of the Castle and Cook family. Castle and Cook was a corporation that was one of the original Big Five land barons, foreign land barons, who profited incredibly off the theft of Hawaiian lands that started with the foreigners devising of the mahele, the division of land that allowed a land to be conveyed in ways that were not Hawaiian style. And then there was a series of actions that disempowered Hawaiians, native Hawaiians, from their land and governance. The mahele was in 1847, I believe. Then there was a Bayonet Constitution, 1887, that took away, that gave the right to vote to a lot of foreigners, and took it away from Hawaiians and took it away from Asians. Then in 1893, January 17th, there was an armed coup led by foreign businessmen, quote unquote. And in 1903, I believe, no, I'm sorry, 1890, a few years later, I think 1897, somebody can give me the info on that. The foreign government, provisional government as they call themselves, were annexed by the United States, which was the whole point, because these land barons that had houses like this grew sugar, and as part of the United States would not be subject to tariffs. And boy, they figured if they could do that, they'd make a shitload of money. And I'll tell you something, they did. Of course, there was no treaty of annexation, and it wasn't done legally. There was a presidential commission led by a guy named Blount, who concluded that much. Whoops, I'm losing some bandwidth here. They're taking a lot longer than usual, so this is